Welcome to Caldwell County Today. I'm Paige Counts, Public Information Officer for Caldwell County. Today I have joining me Lisa Cavness from Amorem. Welcome, Lisa.
Thank you, Paige.
And we do this every time you're here, but it's still new to folks, so explain Amorem.
I understand it's still new to us. Amorem is the culmination of integration with Burke Hospice and Palliative Care and Caldwell Hospice and Palliative Care. We're both very like-minded in our missions, and we realized that we could do more together. And so on May 1st, we became legally one entity, and then we did our reveal with our new brand and name and everything in June and July. And so we are now Amorem, which means the act of love.
Which is a very appropriate name
Yes.
for the entity that we commonly refer to as hospice.
Yes.
That's just the way we think of Kirkwood on the Hill. Most of us just go hospice or the place in Hudson. Now we have a place in Valdez. So, Lisa, changes have taken place, but foundationally, nothing really has changed.
No, not at all. In fact, we just we can think that we offer more support, more compassion, and more quality together because we have pooled our resources, and our service area already overlapped, and so it's expanded a little bit now for both of us. We serve 12 counties, but we're still based at home. There's a Valdez team that serves that area. There's a Caldwell team that serves this area. We have a team in Caldwell and in in Lenore and in Hudson. And then of course in the High Country there's a team that serves that area. So care is still close to home.
It's still close to home, and the other thing that I think is very important is you're still nonprofit.
Absolutely. That has not changed at all.
Explain to people what being nonprofit. I think people here in Caldwell County go, of course hospice is nonprofit, that it's always been nonprofit, but that's not true across the country.
Absolutely. And I was the same way before I came on the staff at Caldwell Hospice. That's all I knew growing up in this area, in this community. I thought, well, everybody has a patient care unit, and now we have 2. And now we have 3, and they're all nonprofit, of course, but that is not the case. I think less than 25% of hospice organizations in our country have a patient care unit, much less 3, and more, they are becoming for-profit. And what that really means, it doesn't mean that the for-profit hospices don't care for their patients, they're just after money. I would never say that because I don't think that's true. You can't do this type of work and not care about the patients. Mm-hmm. What it does mean is they operate under a different business model, and so they've got to show a profit, and that bottom line. We want to be good stewards of our resources, of course, but we put that money, that profit, back into the organization, and it enables us to do things like provide care regardless of a patient's ability to pay, and we're proud and privileged to have been able in last fiscal year to provide almost $2 million in unreimbursed care. That includes patients who had no payer source, and we provided the same level of care. It includes things like enhanced services like dementia care programs and cardiac care programs and pulmonary care programs, just a lot of things. The virtual reality program that we've done like that, legacy projects, so many enhanced services that there's no reimbursement for, but we provide because we believe that it increases quality of life.
And really, that's what hospice is all about, is increasing quality of life.
It's about living.
But in order to provide those services and to have that level of enhanced care, you look to the community for support.
We do. We could not do it without our community.
And we're at the end of the year, so how can people help you this time of year?
There are lots of ways that the community can help, and we are so thankful that they have been so faithful in helping us through the years. End of year giving matters. It matters through the whole year, of course, but we're at the end of the year. Your contributions are tax deductible because we are a nonprofit. We have a wish list on the website to donate items that when those items are donated, that's something we don't have to purchase, so that helps as well. But on our website, you can give online securely. You can just send a check or drop a check by to our offices, and those make such a difference in the lives of our community.
What are some of the things on your wish list? I know it changes periodically, but
it does. But basically, there are things like snacks that we make available for family members, sometimes patients. We have a commercial kitchen who provides meals, but sometimes they want us. There's something special they want, and it gives us some options to offer there. Soft drinks to make available for families so they don't have to leave, that are available in the kitchen there. There's just this is a long list of things that are available, just basic things that you may not even think of. So I would encourage you to look at our website, which is amoremsupport.org, and there's the wish list would be on there.
And like you said, the wish list changes, and I know that you're talking about end of year giving, but it's something that periodically you could really use those things.
Oh, yes.
Just items. And I was thinking as you were talking about snacks, if I'm at home and I decide I want a snack at 7 p.m., then I go to my kitchen and I find something. And this provides people who are staying at hospice or at one of the hospice facilities for long hours, they can go and grab that snack. So it's just something that makes it a little more home-like. And I think our hospice care units are very home-like.
Yes, I agree.
They're so warm, they're comforting, there's a living room, you have a kitchen that people can access, and it doesn't feel like a clinical setting.
Right, and that was a goal.
So you have that, and just having those wish list items. Financial donations are, of course, always appreciated to help with these other programs. Tell us one more time how you can make a year-end gift.
You can make a check payable to Amorem and mail that to Amorem at 902 Kirkwood Street in Lenoir, or you could drop it by our office in Kirkwood at the reception, at the front door. The reception is right in there. You can mail that. You can drop it by in person. You can go online and give securely there. So whichever is more convenient.
And if people have wish list items, how can they deliver those?
They can just drop those by either of our facilities at Kirkwood or in Lenoir or Hudson.
So really easy just to drop those by.
Yeah.
And for people who want to get in on that year-end, get that tax deduction, when do checks need to be postmarked?
By December 31st.
So you need to get those in the mail fairly soon, because
that's true.
I know in my mind I think Christmas, and then I think New Year separately. So I think it's a long time to the New Year, but it's really not.
Really quick.
It's really quick. Anything else, Lisa?
Well, I just want to thank the community for their help. Individuals have been so generous throughout the years, as well as businesses. I know there's one business here in Lenoir that for several years they have taken our wish list, and at work they've gathered items in their department, and they called and said, we've collected some things, could we drop them by? And I said, sure. And so I met them out there, and I was thinking a box of things. It took trips back and forth to the car. We filled up the dining room table, and we appreciate all that so much. It means a lot to have that support.
It does, and I feel like here hospice has been supported for a long time, and there's a lot of people who have benefited from hospice, and they don't forget that.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate the privilege to serve the patients in our area, and the continued support through the pandemic. I mean, that's affected everyone, us included. But we've continued to do everything we can to provide the care that our patients need and deserve.
Lisa, thank you for coming and sharing what hospice needs. And thank you for watching Caldwell County Today.